Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It's great to have you stopping by. I appreciate that a lot. This is MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions and I'm MaryAnne. And yes, happy Monday. For those of you that are new, I'm a psychically and intuitively guided tarot card reader, and I incorporate a I Ching coins card message every single day. And today we have 4 moving numbers, so that just means extra messages, which is always kind of cool. Today being January 13th, 2020. So we have the I Ching coins I'll be reading to you, and then today on Monday, between every week now, I'm doing an overall general reading, if you're interested right after I do this, to listen to the energies that will predominantly take place in this week from today the 13th through the 19th. So let's get ahead with this because we have, like I said, 4 moving numbers. And for those that are coming back, I welcome you with an open heart, of course. Thank you so much for taking the time. So today we have the first card, and I loved it when I pulled it because I tossed the coins for the hexagram, and I never know till the end what the card will be. But it is Tai, and it is number 11, and the title is Peace. And I asked a question like I do every day. I ask for overall general, and I ask one for my personal self, and I always invite you to do the same. You'd be very surprised how the answers and messages come through for you and individually as well. So once again, the number is 11, the title is Peace. The upper part of the hexagram is Kun, Earth, Receptive, and Devoted, and below is Chen, Creative, Active, in Heaven. In Tai, we see the little gone and the great come. It indicates there will be good fortune with progress and success. So that's the overall message. The messages within the message and the moving number messages are as follows. 9 in the second place, with a dot for emphasis. Bearing with the uncultivated, not abandoning friendships. He steers a middle course. One more time. Bearing with the uncultivated, not abandoning friendships. He steers a middle course. So then we have 9 in the third position. Change is inevitable. Peace is followed by disturbances. There is no occasion for sadness at the certainty of such reoccurring changes. Very, very happy to read that personally. It's a nice validation. I hope you can say the same, those of you viewing out there. And the third moving number is 6 in the 5th position, with an emphasis, a dot for emphasis. The king gives his younger sister in marriage. There is happiness and great good fortune. I don't think I've ever read that with as many moving numbers on the 11 card. And then last but not least, 6 in the top position. The government orders have long been in disorder. He will have cause for regret. Okay, also very interesting. I don't know. There's a lot to say. There's a lot of layers, and hopefully that makes sense to each and every one of you out there. So that is the moving hexagram, Tai, which then becomes the non-moving hexagram, which is Kun. Con? I'm not sure. There's several different pronunciations, and they're all so similar. The number is 20. The title is Contemplation. The upper part of the hexagram is Sun, Wind, Wood, and Gentle, and below part of the hexagram is Kun, Earth, Receptive, and Heaven. So the final message for today from the I Ching Coins Oracle is Kun intimates he should be like the worshipper who has made his ablutions, but not yet his offering. With sincerity and dignity, he inspires trust and respect. I'm sorry, my clarity isn't that great. Let me try that again. Kun intimates he should be, I'm still not any better. He should be like the worshiper who has made his ablutions, but not yet his offering. With sincerity and dignity, he inspires trust and respect. It's a beautiful message. So those are the messages. Those are the beautiful I Ching coin messages for today. And so now I'd like to go on with the weekly overall general tarot energies. And they're under 5 topics. So I will go over them as I show you each card. And I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti today. A beautiful deck of cards. You know, my term beautiful is for everything, right? Well, not everything, but a lot of things. Certainly when it comes to tarot cards. And the ones that I possess, and I hope to have many more, as well as make some one day. That would be a manifestation that I'd like to fulfill. So as I'm shuffling, I want to just talk a little bit about the astrological aspects occurring as I speak. So today we still have the Sun is in Capricorn, and it will be through next week, the 21st, I believe. And then it turns into Aquarius. So that's a whole different energy from earth to air. So I would say that most other air signs being, other than Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, you will have more of a commonality and kind of a better affiliation with the energy. You're going to feel a kinship to it, I guess you could say. And that's always good. And then it also is good for all signs on many different levels, but I just say predominantly, this has been happening a lot, by the way, they're just shooting out lately. This will be the first card, and I'll shuffle as I go. The overall, getting back to what I was saying later, but you get the gist of it. The overall energy for this week, for all of you out there, is going to be the Six of Swords. And that is beautiful because it is absolutely an air sign quality. We're approaching that as we speak next Monday. And that is the Aquarians, the Libras, and the Geminis in the world, who are the air signs. However, it doesn't mean that it's just saying that's the kind of energy that's going to be projected around. So we have people we know with that energy, or if you're feeling an energy where people are maybe more fair and balanced in their decisions, and they are pretty straightforward, and they are, I would say, kind and truthful on the most part. With the air quality, it's definitely about justice. It's about quick and decisive and to the point, you know, decisions. And so it has to do with court sometimes, it does. But when you see the Six of Swords like this, there's a boat and there's kind of rough waters, and then a person and the full moon behind, which we've just had, and the effects of that, going away from problems, going away from strife, and going to better, calmer shores. So I love the sound of that. I love the feel of that. And that is what we can expect for the overall general energy for this week. Fantastic. So then another little change that occurred today was that we do have Venus went into Pisces. So if you have any Pisces in your chart, or you have, well, every single chart, if you were to go online and have that looked up for free, you just punch in, like Cafe Astrology is one I like, astrodynts.com I recommend. You go in and you push your exact time of date. You really need to know that, like off your birth certificate, for the ascendant or rising sign, which is very important. It's a big part of who you are. You're not just the day you were born, your sun sign. Your day you were born, and with the ascendant, that picture of the entire planetary aspect, there's a snapshot, and that's what makes you so individual. You know, and it tells you a lot. So you may have planets that are in Pisces, or you may, as everybody on your chart, you will see the different houses. Well, we all have the houses 1 through 12. There's 12 planets and 12 astrological signs. So depending on where Pisces falls in that particular house will affect you in that regard as well. But if you have Pisces as planets in your natal chart as opposed to houses, or in addition to, you might want to read up on that, because it's wonderful. Because Venus is a beautiful, benevolent, awesome, giving, loving, luxurious sign that enters in, you know, every few months in each sign. It'll be there till February 7th. So things should feel better. Love is usually much more prominent, or opportunities to meet people. You feel better, you look better, You have special things coming in that don't necessarily happen. There's an attraction. You're at the right place at the right time. It's really cool. So kudos to all the Pisceans out there that have that opportunity this time. And then it changes and it'll affect other people. Now the next card I'm pulling will have to do with the possible obstacles. Well, that's possible, like I said. I always emphasize the word possible because I've pulled the Queen of Pentacles. And that's a pretty beautiful, sturdy, strong, caring, nurturing, loving earth sign. Yes. I mean, yes, we have Pisces Venus going into Pisces. We have the sun and the birthdays starting next week of Aquarian and an Aquarius new moon, which you definitely want to be making intentions for, like we do every new moon. I'll be lighting this candle for you. However, we're still very heavily influenced by Earth, so we're going to be getting those probably cards throughout the year. And the Queen is a pretty awesome, wonderful person, self-reliant, very caring, very nurturing, very earthy, very comfortable, and usually prosperous, and has pretty much everything they need because they've worked for it. It didn't just come to them. I mean, some it might have, but for the general public, no. People you definitely want to connect with because they are true blue, loyal people. These are the Virgos, Taurus, and Capricorns. So I don't see that as being an obstacle unless there's somebody of this particular those signs or that energy that doesn't click with you or resonate with you, or there's some kind of a disturbance. That's the only thing I can think of as being an obstacle, and you will know who that is. I can think of, it doesn't have to be their sun sign. They could have it somewhere in their chart. You know, it could be very predominant, which I always like to emphasize to people about astrology. We're so much more than just our birthday sun sign. Yeah, we have a lot of layers. So anyway, that's the possible obstacles, and that's not really a bad one. So hopefully that was just a possibility that isn't going to come through for anybody. And then we have our health and overall general energy. What can you share with the... My stomach is growling. I hope you're not picking that up. It's really loud. It's like 4:30. I just got off work coming home. I'm not sure what that's happening, but I ate. Doesn't really matter. Let me focus on this for you. General energies for all of my viewers. There it went. Right down there. I see it. Ooh, for health, right? I don't want to mess it up. The moon. Well, we had a very powerful lunar eclipse on the 10th, and it's just the 13th. So trust me, as I said, the lunar eclipses are like full moons on steroids. So they have power way past the daytime, 6 months sometimes outwardly. And it connected with the last lunar eclipse, which was in July. So it was a kind of a bookend tail end. The beginning from last July and August, and then, well, actually they were both in July 2nd and the 25th or something, I don't remember, but this is the culmination of those two. As far as health goes, I just feel like there's more importance to be put into the mental health. It's coming to me, and I'm being given a message about that because, of course, overall health in general is important, just taking care of yourself a little more, because those eclipses they can be a little hard on the physical bodies that we have, you know. I mean, they can kind of affect us for sure, but I would say the moon really affects our emotions. It was a Cancer moon. It's very sensitive, and if you've had some things you're grieving, or you're trying to eliminate, or you're feeling not great about, this is the time to really kind of just sit with that and just do a little meditation on your well-being. Protect yourself. I always protect myself before I do a massage every day, before I drive, you know. Just be aware, okay? Because it doesn't mean anything seriously bad has to happen ever. But it's just letting you know that, you can go inward and you can correct from the inside out any kind of ailments or dis-ease or disorders that we may be carrying in ourselves. And I want that for everybody. So give that some thought. That is a major arcana. If you have a flu or anything like that, know it's going to be fine. By the next cycle, which is the new moon, next week you should be feeling right as rain, as they say. So that's good to know. Now, the next card is overall energies this week for love. Love, love, love. The most important thing in life, in my opinion. All right, Spirit, what can you share with us about love? I don't know why this is, but this will be the third weekly I've done since the year's begun. And I'm just saying that I might have started one in December last week and then this, because we're only on the 13th. But I know that it is the King of Pentacles when it comes to love. So perhaps, once again, very earthy. You got the Queen and the King. Oh, somebody's got a match here happening. When they show up like that in the same reading, there's some people out there, and maybe more than I have any clue about, that are going to be getting engaged or getting married, and they're usually, like I said, they denote the earth signs, or there's some real important aspects as far as the security that's coming up, which is going to be beautiful. You've got that house you're looking into, you're going to be closing that mortgage. How exciting is that? Because the earth is about practicality in all regards, whether it's our money, our foundation, our home. This is good. This is really good for love, because I look at it and I think, okay. And then it pertains, like I said, to this person. Doesn't matter it's a king, it doesn't matter it's a queen, it's either gender. But that's a predominant for a fair amount of you out there. There's going to be somebody coming in, if you don't know of it now, or that you're already with, going to the next level. Because that's the top of the game there, the king. So congratulations to those of you that are going to be taking it to the next level. I wish you the best. Good people, sturdy, long term. They're not in it just for the fun. They're loyal, and these people in earth signs, they're not kidding around as friends or anything, even if it's not married, just as a good friend. Oh, and they do their work. They are steadfast, and yeah, I can learn some things from those people. I really can. I only have one planet in Earth, it's a good one. But yeah, I have a lot more in different signs that aren't as grounded. So I admire earth signs greatly. So now the next is financial. Are we going to have a cup come out for financial, which we have the last 3 times I've done love and financial? It would seem the opposite, but no, that makes perfect sense to me. I hope it does to you too. Also, I'm noticing this throat chakra thing again. I'm perfectly okay. I want to continue to meditate on that so that I can be the best I can be in sharing the messages with you, and I can be clear and open up that channel. That kind of flew out, you noticed? Financial. Okay. Well, once again, it has the cup in there. It's not per se a cup sign. I'll show you. It is the major arcana for love overall. No, I'm so sorry. Oh, forgive me. The last one was love. For financial is temperance. I mentioned the cup because it's in there. And it's always kind of a commonality with the temperance. It denotes the sign of Sagittarius. It's about weighing and balancing and making sure that you're doing the equilibrium thing. That's important for your well-being, your health, your finances, because it is financial. And the cup is generally denotes, the emotional part, but really what it's doing is it's kind of taking water from the sea, ocean, what have you, the earth, and then cup from above and just kind of going back and forth. So as above, so below. Just very divinely guided to keep you on track, to keep you feeling homeostasis and that really beautiful, important equilibrium in all aspects, but specifically financial. As I said, this year can be very, very prosperous for people. As long as you're being wise and you're not overspending or doing things that are, a little bit, I can't even think of the word, I just had it. But when you have you just kind of, I'm trying to feed it, Spirit, can you help me? Oh, I don't know. I just know that you want to be careful. You want to be temperate. Impulsive. That was the word. Thank you. You don't want to be impulsive. You don't want to do things and then go, oh no, what was I thinking? I meant to save that money and put that in that CD, or, I'd rather have spent it on that, and maybe I needed to hold off on that outfit or that what have you. But whatever you do get massages as a massage therapist from me to you. Very important. Just had to put that out there. Wow, that's a powerful reading, I must say. You have the Six of Swords overall general, Queen of Pentacles as far as the possible obstacles. Oh, maybe it's making sure you want to be with that king. I don't know. I just know that I think it's more positive than anything. Then as far as health, that moon, don't get too tired. Get your rest, get your water. Definitely get that water. That just really came in. Yes, that's important. And then, of course, love would be the King of Pentacles. Fantastic. Good energies. And financial is Temperance. Take it easy. You'll have time to feel really grateful at the end of this year, which you know how quickly they go. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Unless it's something that you really think is important, like a house or something. That's an amazing investment if you can do it. Still, I believe that fully. So that is that. And I hope that you like, and you will see by the end of the week how that may very well have affected you and resonate with you. Now, I'm going to do our attractor, as you know, our super attractor, as I end this day with you, and just wish all of you the best. Thank you always, once again, for stopping by. Please do like and subscribe. You know that it helps me immensely on many levels, and it is my manifestation, as I've said many times, to continue to grow throughout the years and be of assistance and help you to feel a sense of upliftment and just a joyous feeling about yourself, knowing good things can happen in life. They really can, and they do every single day. What is as it sticks together? Oh, wow. I haven't seen this one. I love getting new ones. I like them all because they all have so much power when we really, really focus and meditate on these and say them and believe it and feel it. When I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant, right? That's what I was saying from the beginning. Tune in, as Abraham Hicks has always said, tune in, tap in, feel it. Make this happen. And like yesterday's, it doesn't have to be hard. When it's easy, I attract more, or something like that. I don't know. It was just fantastic. I just know that much. I love them all. And I love you very much for stopping by, as I said. And I look forward to seeing that you've commented or liked. And I will be back tomorrow with the iTunes messages and your overall, and kind of similar today. But enjoy your week. Good stuff is coming your way. So until next time, bye for now.